39th Championship Show, 18th of May and 1990. Boxes judged by Mrs. Maureen Wragg. Due to technical problems, I missed the placings of Minor Puppy Bitch. My apologies. We start off with Class 85, Minor Puppy Dog, 6 entered. Kiwi, Lord of the Rings. Guardgate's Mystical Magician. Brylight, Troubleshooter. Abel's Adonis at Deltami. Just for Kicks. And Susan Carr, Raw Recruit. Susan Carr, Raw Recruit. Just for Kicks. Abel's Adonis at Deltami. Brylight, Troubleshooter. Guardgate's Mystical Magician. And Kiwi, Lord of the Rings. First one to be seen in Class 85 Minor Puppy Dog is 512 Kiwi, Lord of the Rings. Owned and bred by Mrs. Lynette Davey, side by champion Rupik Bellringer of Seafeld, out of Kiwi Lucky Charm, born 27th of the 8th, 89. Kiwi, Lord of the Rings.
Bingo, steady, bingo.
540 Guardgate's Mystical Magician, owned by Mr. A. Hooman, bred by Legate, side by Snarestone Pinocchio of Tyzac, out of Sapphire Summer of Guardgate, born 8th of the 9th, 89.
Hey, coming. How are you, dude?
Guardgate's Mystical Magician. 561 Brylight Troubleshooter, owned and bred by Mrs. Sue Oddy, side by champion investigator of Abbeythorn, out of Brylight Derringer Lady Class, Lady, born 6th of the 10th, 89. Brylight Troubleshooter. Brylight Troubleshooter. 492 Abel's Adonis at Deltami, owned by Mrs. M.C. Brunton, bred by Armstrong, side by Deltami Blue Boogie, out of Claire's Secret Sally, born 1st of the 11th, 89. Abel's Adonis at Deltami.
Are they doing all puppies first?
466 Just for Kicks, owned and bred by Mrs. Pam Allen, side by Jenroy Sunday's Best at Santana, out of What a Whiz, born 10th of the 9th, 89. Just for Kicks. $499 Susan Carr Raw Recruit, owned and bred by Mr. S and Mrs. S. Carter, side by Dolph the Bew Farm of Marbleton, out of Susan Carr, Jocelyn for position, born 30th of the 10th, 89. Susan Carr Raw Recruit. Susan Carr Raw Recruit. Kiwi, Lord of the Rings, Guardgate's Mystical Magician, Brylight Troubleshooter, Abel's Adonis at Deltami, Just for Kicks, and Susan Carr Raw Recruit. First, Abel's Adonis at Daltummy. Second, Susan Carr Raw Recruit. Third, Just for Kicks. Reserve, Kiwi Lord of the Rings. And VHC Brylight Troubleshooter. Kiwi Lord of the Rings, Just for Kicks, Susan Carr Raw Recruit, and once again first minor puppy dog Abel's Adonis at Daltummy. Class 86 puppy dog, 13 entered, 2 absent, 1 previously seen. We've seen Norwich Sunhawk Strummer, Santonoaks City Gent at Brewlis, Snarestone Masterpiece, My Slim More Memories, Mindenwood Freebooter, Seltap Flash Gordon, Caliph Punch Drunk, Hunterston Chili Pepper, Santonoaks Bertie's Boy, and Beacondale Sergeant Pepper. First one to be seen in Class 86 puppy dog is 476 Norwich Sunhawk Strummer, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Helen and Eddie Banks, side by champion Norwich Sunhawk Raffles and champion Norwich Slightly Soswell, born 23rd of the 5th, 89.
5 million viewers wondering who you're talking about.
Norwich Sunhawk Strummer.
A bit suspicious when she's got her hands stuck in his pocket, isn't it?
You don't sound alright.
581 Santonoaks City Gent at Brewlis, owned by Mr. D. Thorpe, bred by Vince and Annabelle Zammit, side by Santonoaks Burlington Bertie, out of Santonoaks Annie's Son, born 21st of the 7th, 89. Santonoaks City Gent at Brewlis. Santonoaks City Gent at Brewlis. 513 Snarestone Masterpiece, owned and bred by Miss Liz Davis, side by Snarestone Eyecatcher, out of Desiree of Fire at Snarestone, born 10th of the 8th, 89. Snarestone Masterpiece.
Not within our control. May we remind you to keep the benching area and the area around the rings completely free of show equipment. There are several specific areas for this equipment.
503 My Slim More Memories, owned and bred by Mrs. G. Chippendale, side by Mylism My Memory, out of Blue Cap, Huntsman's Cry for My Slim, born 18th of the 5th, 89. Mylysium More Memories. Mylysium More Memories. Mindenwood Freebooter, owned and bred by Arthur Buttons, sired by champion Caridia Ryan Dry, out of Mindenwood Mariska, born 22nd of the 7th, 89. Mindenwood Freebooter. Mindenwood Freebooter. Seltap Flash Gordon, owned and bred by Mrs. P. Booth, side by Seltap Flash Harry, out of Seltap English Rose, born 27th of the 5th, 89. Seltap Flash Gordon. Seltap Flash Gordon. .524 Caliph Punch Drunk, owned and bred by Mr. Bob and Mrs. Lindsay Hall, side by champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon, out of Sheffordian Comedy Fair at Bars Ives, born 29th of the 6th, 89. Caliph Punch Drunk. Caliph Punch Drunk. Chili Pepper, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. A. Airley, side by Campsale Tiger Wragg, out of Sorceress of Seafar, born 18th of the 7th, 89. Hunterson Chili Pepper. Hunterson Chili Pepper. $490 Santonoaks Bertie's Boy, owned by Mr. S. and Mrs. J. Brusher, bred by Vincent and Annabelle Zammit, side by Santonoaks Burlington Bertie, out of Santonoaks Annie's Song, born 21st of the 7th, 89. Santonoaks Bertie's Boy. Santonoaks Bertie's Boy. $560 Beacondale Sergeant Pepper, owned and bred by Mr. M and Mrs. J. Neville, side by Champion Santonoaks Slick Sammy, out of Pin-Up Girl at Trinarca to Beacondale, born 20th of the 6th, 89. Beacondale Sergeant Pepper. Beacondale Sergeant Pepper. One previously in this class is God's Gates, a mystical magician. North Sunhawk Strummer, Santonoaks City Gent at Bruley, Snare Stone Masterpiece, Mylysium More Memories, Mindenwood Freebooter, Cell Tap Flash Gordon, Calith Punch Drunk, Hunterston Chili Pepper, Santonoaks Bertie's Boy, Beacondale Sergeant Pepper, North Sunhawk Strummer, Santonoaks City Gent at Bruley's, Mylysium More Memories,
503.
Santonoaks Bertie's Boy, Calith Punch Drunk are the final 5 in this class. Once again, Low Watch Sunhawk Strummer, Santonoaks City Gent at Bruley's, Mylysium More Memories, Santonoaks Bertie's Boy, and Calith Punch Drunk. First, Santonoaks City Gent at Bruley's. Second, Calith Punch Drunk. Third, Mylysium More Memories. Reserve No Watch Sunhawk Strummer. And VHC Santonoaks Bertie's Boy. No Watch Sunhawk Strummer. Mylysium More Memories. Calith Punch Drunk second. Once again first, Puppy Dog Santonoaks City Gent at Bruley's. Class 87 Junior Dog, 11 entered, 1 absent. Hobnob with Marbleton, Glenfall Great Diplomat, Santonoaks Ringo Red, Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear, Sue Mike Beaufort Boy at Neacon, Prince Flashman, Jenroy Liquid Gold, Olin Miami Banker, Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. The first one to be seen in Class 87 Junior Dog is number 528, Hobnob with Marbleton, owned by Mrs. Mary Hamilton, bred by Mackay, side by Bonaire v. Vilganger of Marbleton, out of Pandora's Box, born 23rd of the 1st, 89. Hobnob with Marbleton. Hobnob with Marbleton.
Ready.
480 Glenfall Great Diplomat, owned by Mrs. Pat Banks, bred by Jean Harding, side by champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Glenfall Foreign Affair, born 22nd of the 1st, 89. Glenfall Great Diplomat. Glenfall Great Diplomat.
Attention please exhibitors. May we remind you to keep the benching area and the area around
605 Santonoaks Ringo Red, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Vince and Annabelle Zammit, side by champion Santonoaks Robbie Redcoat, out of Santonoaks Dolly Dots, born 8th of the 4th, 89.
That's not too bad then.
Santonoaks Ringo Red.
Go on.
Santonoaks Ringo Red.
I used to live at Paisley.
Move down there.
566 Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear, owned by Mr. P.J. and Mrs. J.B. Robertson, bred by Glynis Ellison, side by champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Jenroy Lackadaisical, born 6th of the 12th, 88. Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear. Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear. Sue Mike Beaufort Boy at Neacon, owned by Mr. KL and Mrs. E.A. Ledger, bred by Hall, side by Samuel Costerpenny of Neacon, out of Sue Mike The Game's Up, born 4th of the 3rd, 89.
It changes into the 702.
Yeah, because there's the I-72 as well.
Sue Mike Beaufort Boy at Neacon. Sue Mike Beaufort Boy
Don't be put off, you go through a place called Broughton. The other one that goes off
554 Prince Flashman, owned by Mr. J.B. and Mrs. L. Mitchell, bred by Redhead, side by Hilltorn Pagan Man, out of Sterling Hill Lady Hamilton, born 25th of the 3rd, 89. Prince Flashman.
Screen, stop playing.
Prince Flashman. .546 Jenroy Liquid Gold, owned by Mrs. M. Laidlaw, bred by Mrs. Jenny Townsend, side by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy, out of Jenroy Knight in White Satin, born 3rd of the 5th, 89. Jenroy Liquid Gold. Jenroy Liquid Gold. 517. Holland Miami Banker, owned and bred by Mrs. Jackie True, side by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy out of Yelsome Diamond Dollar at Holland. On 6th of the 2nd, 89. Holland Miami Banker.
You can see a cartoon, can't you? I like my dog to be.
Holland Miami Banker. $577. Kirkfield Bank Firecracker, owned by Mr. S. Sutherland, bred by Allison. Sired by Trelgandorf God of War, out of Linfara, born 20th of the 3rd, 89. Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. $559. The Unforgettable Fire, bred by Mr. and Mrs. McCleary, bred by Kirk. Side by Witherford Silver Bullet out of Hunterson Black Diamond, born 26th of the 4th, 89. The Unforgettable Fire. Hobnob with Marbleton. Glenfall Great Diplomat. Santonoaks Ringo Red. Belmont the Entertainer of Jaber. Sue Mike Beaufort Boy at Neacon. Prince Flashman. Jenroy Liquid Gold. Holland Miami Banker. Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. And the Unforgettable Fire. Final 5 are Holland Miami Banker. Belmont the Entertainer of Jaber.
Manic is open now for exhibitors who book their dogs in. If you come to the secretary's office, you get your
Santonoaks Ringo Red. Glenfall Great Diplomat. Hobnob with Marbleton. Holland Miami Banker. Belmont the Entertainer of Jaber. Santonoaks Ringo Red. Glenfall Great Diplomat. Hobnob with Marbleton. First, Santonoaks Ringo Red. Second, Holland Miami Banker. Third, Hobnob with Marbleton. Reserved, Glenfall Great Diplomat. And VHC Belmont the Entertainer of Jaber. Glenfall Great Diplomat. Hobnob with Marbleton. Holland Miami Banker, and once again first junior dog was Santonoaks Ringo Red. Class 88 novice dog, 14 entered, 6 previous seen and 2 absent. We've seen Winniwood Commotion, Eastway Double Image, Walkon Skydiver, Alex Val Viennese Fiddler, Jenroy Glen Burney, Alex Val Viennese Fiddler, Walkon Skydiver, Eastway Double Image.
So he was convinced.
First one to be seen in Class 88. Well, there's a previously seen dogs. We've got previously seen as Glenfall, Great Diplomat, Kiwi, Lord of the Rings, Prince Flashman, Jenroy, Liquid Gold, Kirkfield Bank, Firecracker, and the Unforgettable Fire. First one to be seen in Class 88 novice dog is 592 Winnerwork Commotion, owned by Ward Davis, Brown and Hutchins, bred by Ward Davis and Brown, side by Sunhawk Clatter, out of Glenfall, Happy Go Lucky at Winnerwork, born 5th of the 5th, 89, Winnerwork Commotion. Winnerwork Commotion.
May we remind you to keep the benching area and the area around the rings completely free of show equipment. There are several specific areas for this equipment clearly marked. And with the exhibitors for German
485 Eastway Double Image, owned and bred by Mr. David Bentley, side by Roxas in the Swim, out of Eastway Altered Image, born 26th of the 12th, 88, Eastway Double Image. Eastway Double Image.
They might be in the corner.
576 Walkon Skydiver, owned by Mr. and Mrs. B. Strawhorn, bred by Mrs. Yvonne Miller, side by champion Jenroy, Pop My Cork to Walkon, out of Walkon Water Smasher, born 19th of the 8th, 88. Walkon Skydiver. Walkon Skydiver.
Oh, I don't like it. They're not strong enough. I do go down when you get near sunshine. I do go down.
552 Alex Val Viennese Fiddler, owned and bred by Mrs. Denise Mistaglio, out of Alex Val Kickstart, side by Alex Val Kickstart, out of champion Alex Val Vienna, born 1st of the 3rd, 89. Alex Val Viennese Fiddler.
The only one.
Alex Val Viennese Fiddler.
The only test would be to make sure they fit.
583 Jenroy Glen Burney, owned by Mrs. Norma Todd and Mrs. Jenny Townsend, bred by Mrs. Jenny Townsend, side by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy, out of Jenroy Knight and White Satin, born 16th of the 4th, 88. Jenroy Glen Burney.
I mean, he's still alive and kicking. He's started
Jenroy Glen Burney.
Quality of life is entirely up to you. You have to sort of decide when to have it put down.
538 MJC Henry Higgins, owned and bred by Mr. M. Herbert, side by Bonaire v. Vilganger of Marbleton, out of MJC Eureka, born 7th of the 9th, 88. MJC Henry Higgins. MJC Henry Higgins. Winnerwork Commotion. Eastway Double Image. Walkon Skydiver. Alex Val Viennese Fiddler. Jenroy Glen Burney. MJC Henry Higgins. Jenroy Glenburnie, Alex Val Viennese Fiddler, Walkon Skydiver, Eastway Double Image, Winniwook Commotion, and previously seen Glenfall Great Diplomat, Kiwi Lord of the Rings, etc. First, Eastway Double Image. Second, Winniwook Commotion. Third, Glenfall Great Diplomat. Reserve Kiwi Lord of the Rings. And VHC Alex Val Viennese Fiddler. Alex Val Viennese Fiddler, Kiwi Lord of the Rings, Glenfall Great Diplomat, Winniwook Commotion, and once again first, Novice Dog, Eastway Double Image. Class 89, postgraduate dog, 19 entered, 1 previously seen, 2 absent. We've seen Look No Hands at Marbleton, Santonoaks Dandy Jack, Tinarka's Time Has Come, Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot, Socotra's Masquerade, Just for Laughs, Deltummy Blue Boogie, MacTaggart of Trinarka at Abbeythorn, Pontrapu Just One Look, Glenfall Vigilante at Porth, Tegalian Time Lord, Braxburn Ludwig, Sam & Co Smooth Operator, Zilnor Hay Look Me Over, Red Leader at Winniwook, and Gerrioff Hijinks, and 1 previously seen, Prince Flashman. First one to be seen in Class 89 postgraduate dog is 527 Look No Hands at Marbleton, owned by Mrs. Mary Hambleton and Mr. Wally, bred by Fuchs, side by Champion Hay Good Looking at Marbleton, out of Hamlin Good Time Girl, born 24th of the 1st, 88. Look No Hands at Marbleton. Look No Hands at Marbleton. 535 Santonoaks Dandy Jack, owned by Mr. TV and Mrs. K. Healy, bred by Vince and Annabelle Zammit, side by Champion Santonoaks Robbie Redcoat, out of Santonoaks Annie Sasson, born 6th of the 11th, 88.
There's a young
Santonoaks Dandy Jack.
running loose in the caravan area. A Doberman dog is running loose in the caravan area. Would whoever has a Doberman dog in the
Santonoaks
caravan
Dandy
area
Jack.
go and retrieve it? Thank you.
Playtime.
579 Tinarka's Time Has Come, owned and bred by Mr. Stan Thompson, side by Belmont the Equalizer, out of Tinarka's Gypsy, born 26th of the 8th, 88. Tinarka's Time Has Come. Tinarka's Time Has Come. Tinarka's Time Has Come. .598 Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot, owned by Mr. Paul and Mrs. Val White, bred by Helen and Eddie Banks, side by Champion Stainme and Knight Rider, out of Champion Norwatch Slightly Sozzled, born 23rd of the 4th, 87. Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot. Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot. .473 Socotra's Masquerade, owned by Mr. and Mrs. A.W. Anderson, bred by Annette Strachan, side by Champion Billiger Rigoletto of Holwell, out of Socotra's Elizabeth Ann, born 26th of the 11th, 86. Socotra's Masquerade. Socotra's Masquerade. 467, Just for Laughs, owned and bred by Mrs. Parlin. Side by Tygarth of Trinarca, out of Glenfall, Twice as Nice, born 30th of the 8th, 87. Just for Laughs. Just for Laughs. .491 Deltami Blue Boogie, owned and bred by Mrs. M.C. Brunton, side by Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi out of Deltami Betty Boop, born 16th of the 8th, 87. Deltami Blue Boogie. Deltami Blue Boogie. Deltami Blue Boogie. .586 McTaggart of Trinarca at Abbeythorne, owned by Mrs. Rita Tucker, bred by White, side by Champion Investigator of Abbeythorne, out of Athol Ebony Abish, born 16th of the 11th, 88. McTaggart of Trinarca at Abbeythorne. McTaggart of Trinarca at Abbeythorne. .547 Bontrapu Just One Look, owned and bred by Mary Lang and Jay Granfield, side by Wilrate Ursa Major, out of Secotras Music of the Night at Bontrapu, born 9th of the 10th, 88. Bontrapu Just One Look. Bontrapu Just One Look. .556 Glenfall the Vigilante at Porth, owned by Mrs. Chris Morris, bred by Mrs. Pam Broughton, side by Champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Glenfall Piper's Double, born 25th of the 8th, 86. Glenfall the Vigilante at Porth. Glenfall the Vigilante at Porth. .573 Tegalian Time Lord, owned and bred by Mrs. A.M. Stevenson, side by Bohan Brass Band, out of Tegalian Time Lord, born 9th of the 6th, 88. Tegalian Time Lord. Tegalian Time Lord. .494 Braxburn Ludwig, owned by Mrs. G. Bull, bred by McLaren, side by Braxburn Cabanisium, out of Campsale Newsbird, born 1st of the 10th, 87. Braxburn Ludwig. Braxburn Ludwig. .539 Sam & Co. Smooth Operator, owned and bred by Mr. D. Higginson, side by champion Norwatch Sunhawk Raffles out of Salmon Cove Cotton Picker, born 7th of the 7th, 88. Salmon Cove Smooth Operator. Salmon Cove Smooth Operator. .570 Zilnor Hey Look Me Over, owned and bred by Mr. R.W. and Mrs. E. Smith, side by champion Hey Good Looking at Marbleton out of Marbleton Overdressed at Zilnor, born 17th of the 8th, 88. Zilnor Hey Look Me Over. Zilnor Hey Look Me Over. .590 Red Leader at Winnerwork, owned by Ward Davis, Brown and Hutchings, bred by Pope, side by Red Duster at Winnerwork out of Rustar Peep Show, born 30th of the 10th, 88. Red Leader at Winnerwork. Red Leader at Winnerwork.
He's really suited. .521 Gerrioff Hijinks, owned and bred by M. Gerry and A.H. Taylor, side by Gerrioff Boxer Tricks out of Irarian Lucky Trip, born 11th of the 7th, 88. Gerrioff Hijinks.
I mean, it cost us 200 quid, you know. What?
Gerrioff Hijinks.
A set of keys, car keys.
Look No Hands at Marbleton, Santonoaks Dandy Jack,
Has anybody picked up
Trinarcus Time Has Come,
in the car park? They have
Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot,
They have a radio
Socotra's Masquerade,
cam.
Just for Laughs, Daltami Blue
It's a
Boogie,
radio cam's keyring.
McTaggart of
The
Trinarca at
radio cam's
Aberthorn,
keyring. So if
Von
anybody
Trapu
finds
Just
the
One
car
Look,
park, please bring them up to the office. Thank you.
Glenfall the Vigilante at Paul, Tegalian Time Lord, Braxburn Ludwig, Salmon Cove Smooth Operator, Zilnor Hey Look Me Over, Red Leader at Winnerwork, and Gerrioff Hijinks. Now the final selection are Santonoaks Dandy Jack, Trinarca's Time Has Come, Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot, Just for Laughs, Daltami Blue Boogie, Von Trapu Just One Look, Girioff Hijinks.
Winnerwook.
Red Leader at Winnerwook. Once again, finally, our Santonoaks Dandy Jack, Tranarcus Time Has Come, Sunhawk Nor Watch Whatnot, Just for Laughs, Deltami Blue Boogie, Bontrafu Just One Look, Girioff Hijinks, and Red Leader at Winnerwook. First Sunhawk Nor Watch Whatnot, second Red Leader at Winnerwook, third Bontrafu Just One Look, reserve Girioff Hijinks, and VHC Tranarcus Time Has Come. Tranarcus Time Has Come. Girioff Hijinks, Bontrafu Just One Look, Red Leader at Winnerwook, and Sunhawk Nor Watch Whatnot was first in Postgraduate Dog. Class 90 limit dog, 14 entered, 3 previously seen. We've seen Rustar play the crowd at Santana. Our first one we've seen in this class is number 600. Rustar played to the crowd at Santana, owned by Mrs. Burnett Whitfield, bred by Sprankling. Side by Rustar Play for Pleasure, out of Rustar Girls Talk. Born 17th of the 9th, 87. Rustar played to the crowd at Santana.
Would you please meet Mrs. McCreary at the Herdsman's Restaurant? With Mrs. Joyce Ross, please meet Mrs. McCreary at the Herdsman's
Rustar
Restaurant.
played to the crowd at Santana. Rustar played to the crowd at Santana. Jacoba the President, owner bred by Mr. Fred and Eileen Davis, sized by Champion Fair Dawn Pheasant Plucker out of Penzing Silver Sonata at Jacoba, born 4th of the 6th, 88. Jacoba the President. Jacoba the President. .497 Mindenwood Matlow, owned and bred by Mr. Arthur Butters, side by Fluke of Mindenwood out of Mindenwood Lily Marlene, born 4th of the 5th, 86. Mindenwood Matlow. Mindenwood Matlow. .523 Jim Bren Royal Scot, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Groves, side by Champion Wenclif's Flying Scotsman of Winnerwook, out of Jim Bren Super Stunt, born 6th of the 7th, 88. Jim Bren Royal Scot. Jim Bren Royal Scot. .468 Just for Fun, owned and bred by Mrs. Pam Allen, side by Tygarth Wiz of Tranarca, out of the Rose of Tranarca, born 26th of the 5th, 88. Just for Fun.
Nice food bill, isn't it? Yeah.
What, don't you?
Just for fun. Just for fun. .483 Santonoaks Jack Sprat of New Lathe, owned by Mrs. Chris Beardsall, bred by Vince and Annabelle Zammit. Signed by champion Norwatch Brockbuster, out of Santonoaks Game Bird. Born 12th of the 8th, 87. Santonoaks Jack Sprat. Santonoaks Jack Sprat of New Lathe. .520 Belmont the Equalizer, owned and bred by Mrs. Glynis Ellison, signed by champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Jenroy Laxadaisical, born 1st of the 5th, 87. Belmont the Equalizer.
Attention please, attention please. I understand there's a Range Rover
Belmont
in
the Equalizer.
with its lights still on. That's a Range Rover in the car park with its lights on. The number is D110 JBA. Range Rover D110 JBA in the car
Belmont
park with
the
lights
Equalizer. .553 Pearl Pirate of Alexval, owned by Mrs. Denise Mustaglio, bred by Rickleton. Signed by champion Billiger Rigoletto of Holwell, out of Alexval String of Pearls. Born 11th of the 4th, 87. Pearl Pirate of Alexval. Pearl Pirate of Alexval. Pearl Pirate of Alexval. 470 Trendy Ted of Tarpon, owned by Mrs. J.E. Alton, bred by Gascoigne. Signed by Tarpen Trendsetter, out of Susie Goody Two Shoes. Born 22nd of the 8th, 86. Trendy Ted of Tarpen. Trendy Ted of Tarpen. .478 Mitcham of Sunhawk Norwatch, owned by Mr. Eddie and Mrs. Helen Banks. Signed by champion Norwatch Sunhawk Raffles, out of champion Slightly Sloshed of Sunhawk at Walkon, born 9th of the 10th, 87. Mitcham of Sunhawk Norwatch. Mitcham of Sunhawk Norwatch.
She was there. I only asked her what funny people
Previously in this class are Prince Flashman, Zilno Hayluk Me Over and Tegalian Time Lord. Rustar played the crowd at Santana. Jacoba the President. Mindenwood Matlow. Jim Wren Royal Scott. Just for Fun. Santonoaks Jack Sprat of New Lathe. Belmont the Equalizer, Pearl Pirate of Alexval, Trendy Ted of Tarpen, Mitcham of Sunhawk Norwatch. Pearl Pirate of Alexval, Belmont the Equalizer,
Santonoaks Jack Spratt of New Lathe, Just for Fun, Jim Bren Royal Scot, Minden Wood Matlow, Jacoba the President, and Rustar played to the crowd at Santana. Previously seen are Prince Flashman, Zilno Hailed Me Over, and Tagayan Time Lord.
H538X in the caravan area.
Final 5 in this class are Rustar played to the crowd at Santana,
With the owners of highest van PJH538X, please go to the caravan site. Your dogs are getting out from the awning.
Jacoba the President,
Peter was there when she said
Jim Bren Royal Scot, Belmont the Equalizer, and Mitchum of Sunhawk Norwatch. Rustar played to the crowd at Santana, Jacoba the President, Jim Bren Royal Scot, Belmont the Equalizer, and Mitchum of Sunhawk Norwatch. First Jim Bren Royal Scot, second Belmont the Equalizer, third Mitchum of Sunhawk Norwatch, reserve Jacoba the President, VHC Rustar played to the crowd at Santana. Jacoba the President, Mitchum of Sunhawk Norwatch, Belmont the Equalizer. Once again, first limit dog was Jim Bren Royal Scot. Now we're on to class 91 open dog, 6 entered, 1 previously seen. We've seen Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry, Champion Tiger Blue Kiwi, Champion Bits of Shout and Raw, Irish Champion Turkey Toy Boy, and not in the catalogue, Champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Previously seen in this class is MJC Henry Higgins. Irish Champion Turkey Toy Boy, Champion Bits of Shout and Raw, Champion Tiger Blue Kiwi, and Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry. First one to be seen in class 81 open dog is 578, Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry, owned by Debbie Thika, bred by Daphne North. Side by Champion Tygarth Glen Morangi of Jenroy, out of Change Key of Gremlin. Born 23rd of the 3rd, 88. Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry.
When I open on the rather less
Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry. Champion Kiwi Ryan Dry. .604 Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Vince and Annabelle Zammit, bred by Sheila Cartwright. Side by Champion Tygarth Famous Grouse, out of the Lauren Little Claret. Born 28th of the 4th, 84. Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi. Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi.
Hello.
Champion Bits of Shout and Raw number 587. Owned and bred by Mr. Andrew and Mrs. Pat Varney, side by Champion Fair Dawn Pheasant Plucker, out of Hot Hooch of Tygarth, born 8th of the 9th, 86. Champion Bits of Shout and Raw. Champion Bits of Shout and Raw.
yes, he does. Dragged him off.
542 Irish Champion Turkane Toy Boy, owned and bred by Mrs. M. Ingram,
Side by the Jacobite of Tygarth out of Tygarth Slow Gin. Born 17th of the 4th, 88. Irish champion, Turkane Toy Boy. Irish champion, Turkane Toy Boy. This one's not in the catalogue. Champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon, owned by Mrs. Yvonne Miller, bred by Mrs. Jenny Townsend. Side by Champion Tygarth Glenverangie of Jenroy, out of Jenroy Whoopsie-Daisy, born the 17th of the 12th, 84. Champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Champion Corinne Ryan Dry. Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi. Champion Pizza Shout and Roar. Irish champion Turkane Toy Boy. And champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. And previously seen MJC Henry Higgins.
Dr. Bedford is here.
Champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Irish champion Turkane Toy Boy. Champion Pizza Shout and Roar. Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi. And champion Corinne Ryan Dry. First, champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Second, champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi. Third, champion Bits of Shout and Roar. Reserve Irish champion Turkane Toy Boy. And VHC champion Corinne Ryan Dry. Irish champion Turkane Toy Boy. Champion Bits of Shout and Roar. Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi. Once again, first open dog with champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Class 92 special open dog. 6 entered, all previously seen. We've seen Belmont, the Entertainer of J Bear, Kirkfield Bank Firecracker, Socotra's Masquerade, Walkon Skydive, and Blackburn Ludwig. Blackburn Ludwig. Walkon Skydiver, Socotra's Masquerade, Kirkfield Bank Firecracker, and Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear. First, Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear. Second, Socotra's Masquerade. Third, Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. Reserve, Blackburn Ludwig. And VHC Walkon Skydiver. Reserve, Blackburn Ludwig. Third, Kirkfield Bank Firecracker. Second, Socotra's Masquerade. Once again, first special open dog is Belmont the Entertainer of J-Bear. Unbeaten dogs. Unbeaten dogs. We've seen Abel's Adonis of Daltami, Santonoaks Genta Brules, Santonoaks Ringo Red, Eastway Double Image, Sunhawk Nor Watch Whatnot, Jim Brent Royal Scott, and champion Jenroy Put My Cork to Walkon. Jim Brent Royal Scott, Sunhawk Nor Watch Whatnot, Eastway Double Image, Santonoaks Ringo Red, Santonoaks City Gent at Brules, and Abel's Adonis at Daltami. Abel's Adonis at Daltami, winner of Minor Puppy Dog. Santonoaks City Gent at Brules, winner of Puppy Dog. Santonoaks Ringo Red, winner of Junior Dog. Eastway Double Image, winner of Novice Dog.
Behind.
Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot, winner of postgraduate dog. Jim Bren Royal Scot, winner of Limit Dog. Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon, winner of Open Dog. Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon. Jim Bren Royal Scot. Sunhawk Norwatch Whatnot. Eastway Double Image. Santonoaks Ringo Red. Santonoaks City Gent at Brulers, and Abel's Adonis at Daltami. Dog ticket reserve. Dog the CC goes to Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon. From winner of Open Dog. Recording for second of Open, which was Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, but the reserve CC goes to Jim Bren Royal Scot.
Attention please.
Once again, Dog CC to Champion General Pop My Cork to Walkon, and Reserve CC to Jim Bren Royal Scot.
Hopkins, Hungarian Bully.
Class 93, Puppy Bitch, 9 entered, 2 absent. Unfortunately, because of technical difficulties, I was unable to get the placings of this class. So I'll announce them at the end as we go around. Once again, Class 93, a minor puppy bitch. First one to be seen is number 511, Kiwi Lucky Bluebell. Owned and bred by Mrs. Lynette Davey. Signed by Champion Rupig Bellringer of Seafeld out of Kiwi Lucky Charm. Born 27th of the 8th, 89. Kiwi Lucky Bluebell. 465, just for show. Owned and bred by Mrs. Pam Allen. Signed by Jenroy, Sunday's Best at Santana, out of What a Whiz. Born 10th of the 9th, 89. Just for show. Just for show. .504, Milesium Simply Red. Owned and bred by Mrs. G. Chippendale. Signed by Bellowan the Statesman out of Maggie of Miceland. Born 24th of the 8th, 89. Milesium Simply Red. Milesium Simply Red. .500, Susan Carr Harmonica. Owned and bred by Mr. S. and Mrs. S. Carter. Signed by Dolph the Bew Farm of Marvelton out of Susan Carr, Jocelyn for position. Born 30th of the 10th, 89. Susan Carr, Susan Carr Harmonica.
Whose seat's that, Bob?
Susan Carr Harmonica. Susan Carr Harmonica. .594, Roy Lark, She's a Lady. Owned and bred by Mr. A. Watson. Signed by Toy Boy of Marvelton out of Roy Lark, A Touch of Class. Born 1st of the 11th, 89. Roy Lark, She's a Lady. Roy Lark, she's a lady. .493 Blue Beyond Deltami, owned by Mrs. M.C. Brunton, bred by Armstrong, side by Deltami Blue Boogie, out of Claire's Secret Sally. Born 1st of the 11th, 89. Blue Beyond Deltami. Blue Beyond Deltami. 515 Rycroft Modern Millie, owned by Mr. and Mrs. J.W. Davis, bred and shown by Unsworth, side by champion Norwatch Sunhawk Raffles, out of Rycroft Sweet Caroline. Rycroft Modern Millie. Rycroft Modern Millie. Kiwi, a lucky bluebell, who got first. Just for show. Millicent Simply Red, she got reserve. Susan Carr Harmonica, second. Roy Lark, she's a lady, VHC. Blue Beyond Beltami. And Rycroft Modern Millie, third. Once again, first minor puppy bitch was Kiwi Lucky Bluebell. Class 94 puppy bitch, Gwynhowley Genevieve, Santonoaks Luby Lou, Sontana Hottentot, Sunhawk Norwatch Desirable, Santonoaks Brandy Snap, Walkon Monopoly, Moorstones Amber Nectar, Newbie Head Anastasia, Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind, Chaotic Mistake, Whiffloss and Ola Gay, Equal Rights for Jenroy, Cleith Teresa Rumpus, Katie Croft Genevieve, Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranot, Turkane Tarka, Pim's Perfection of Tygarth, Revelux Young Parisian, Rondale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton, and Walkon Scrapple at Yosemar. In Class 94 Puppy Bitch there are 19 entered, 1 not in the catalogue and 1 absent. First one to be seen in Class 94 Puppy Bitch is 543 Gwynhowley at Genevieve, owned and bred by Mr. L and Mrs. G. Jones, side by Jacoba the President out of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Gwynhowley, born 5th of the 8th, 89, Gwynhowley, Genevieve. Gwynhowley at Genevieve. .534 Santonoaks Luby Lou, transfer applied for, owned by Mr. TV and Mrs. K. Healy, bred by Vince Nenabel Zamet. Side by Santonoaks Burlington Bertie out of Santonoaks Katie Cotton Socks, born the 17th of the 7th, 89. Santonoaks Luby Lou. Santonoaks Luby Lou. 601. Santana Hottentot, owned and bred by Mrs. Bernadette Whitfield. Side by Jenroy, Sunday's Best at Santana, out of Santana Hot Toddy. Born 27th of the 7th, 89. Santana Hottentot. Santana Hottentot.
Our Vauxhall is
479. Sunhawk Norwatch Desirable, owned and bred by Mr. Eddie and Mrs. Helen Banks. Side by Champion Norwatch Sunhawk Raffles, out of Hayworth of Sunhawk Norwatch. Born 14th of the 7th, 89. Sunhawk Norwatch Desirable. Sunhawk Norwatch Desirable. .607. Santonoaks Brandy Snap, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Vince and Annabelle Zammit. Side by Santonoaks Burlington Bertie, out of Santonoaks Annie's Song. Born 21st of the 7th, 89. Not shown in the catalogue who is handling or transferred to. Santonoaks Brandy Snap. Santonoaks Brandy Snap. Not in the catalogue. Walkon Monopoly, owned and bred by Mrs. Yvonne Miller. Side by Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, out of Socotra's Royal Toast to Walkon. Born 15th of the 7th, 89. Walkon Monopoly. Walkon Monopoly.
Attention please, this is a final call for break.
558. Four Stones Amber Nectar, owned and bred by Mr. G. McBride. Side by Champion Billiger Wellington Beck, out of Taranut Chiquita of Hilroy. Born 4th of the 6th, 89. Four Stones Amber Nectar.
The SSPCA inspectors are going to force open your van.
Borestones Amber Nectar.
Immediately and assist your dogs. This is an emergency call. Please return to your van immediately.
530. Newbin Head Anastasia, owned and bred by Mrs. MB and Mrs. J.A. Harris. Side by Dominique Barjo of Witherford, out of Heidi of Newbenhead. Born 21st of the 5th, 89. Newbury Head, Anastasia. Newbury Head, Anastasia. 563. Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind, owned by Mr. W. Addison, bred by Glynis Ellison. Side by Belmont the Equalizer, out of Jenroy Fly By Night. Born 6th of the 6th, 89. Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind. Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind. 536. Chaotic Mistake, owned and bred by Mrs. J.R. Hepworth. Side by Chaotic Nuts in May, out of Chaotic Black Beth. Born 8th of the 6th, 89. Chaotic Mistake. Chaotic Mistake. Chaotic mistake. 474. Wilflos Enola Gay, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. A.W. Anderson, side by Socotra's Masquerade, out of Socotra's Pink Floyd, born 13th of the 8th, 89. Wilflos Enola Gay. Wilflos Enola Gay. 585. Equal rights for Jenroy, owned by Mrs. Jenny Townsend, bred by Glynis Ellison, side by Belmont the Equalizer, out of Jenroy Fly by Night, born 6th of the 6th, 89. Jenroy, equal rights for Jenroy.
Thanks.
Equal rights for Jenroy. Equal rights for Jenroy.
Yeah,
525. Khalith Teresa Rumpus, owned and bred by Mr. Bob and Mrs. Lindsay Hall, side by champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon, out of Sheffordian Comedy Fair at Barzives, born 29th of the 6th, 89. Khalith Teresa Rumpus.
Just a little.
Yeah. Stop twice on top.
Khalith Teresa Rumpus.
I'm going to stick the crap right there. I'm going to slump over your shoulder all of a sudden.
That's good later than that. That's good later than that. Let's stop on group.
Khalith Teresa Rumpus.
I'll be thinking of you when I get climbing bed.
597. Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranat, owned by Mrs. V. Wonnell, bred by Katie Stimson, side by Bugsteps going for gold at Glenfall, out of Katie Croft Pollyanna, born 23rd of the 7th, 89. Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranat. Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranat. 541. Turkane Tarka, owned and bred by Miss Anne Ingram, side by champion Jenroy Pop My Cork at Walkon, out of Turkane Checkstrap, born 3rd of the 8th, 89. Turkane Tarka. 588. Pim's Perfection of Tygarth, owned by Andrew and Pat Varney, bred by Bella Clowns, side by Tygarth Font Cutter, and of Leedberg Monique, born 26th of the 7th, 89. Pim's Perfection of Tygarth. Pim's Perfection of Tygarth. 593. Ravelot Young Parisian, owned and bred by Miss N. Warren, side by champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon, out of Ramée Germaine Rouge, born 19th of the 5th, 89.
Attention please.
Ravelot Young Parisian.
Dog World Spillers Puppy Stakes. Puppy Stakes are about to start judging in ring 24 now.
Ravelot Young Parisian.
Exhibitors, would you go to ring 24 now? Judging is about to start. Thank you.
529, Rowandale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton, owned by Mary Hamilton and bred by Sonia Davis. Signed by Bonaire v Vilganger of Marbleton, out of Naughty But Nice of Marbleton, Rowandale. Born 5th of the 7th, 89. Rowandale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton. Rowandale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton. $5.96. Walkon Scrapple at Yosimar, owned by Mr. B and Mrs. S. Watson, bred by Yvonne Miller, signed by Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, out of Socotra's Royal Toast to Walkon. Born 15th of the 7th, 89. Walkon Scrapple at Yosimar. Walkon Scrapple at Yosimar.
Watson's numbers 596.
Greenhowley Genevieve. Santonoaks Luby Lou. Sontana Hottentot. Sunhawk Norwatch Desirable. Santonoaks Brandy Snap. Walkon Monopoly. Moorstones Amber Nectar. Newbin Head Anastasia. Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind. Chaotic Mistake. Wilfloss Enola Gay. Equal Rights for Jenroy. Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranut. Turkane Tarka. Pim's Perfection of Tygarth. Ravelo Young Parisian. Rowandale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton, and Walkon Scrabble. Final selection are Rowandale Too Nice for Words at Marbleton, Greenhowley Genevieve, Santonoaks Brandy Snap, Santonoaks Luby Lou, Belmont Lies Awake of Leywind, Chaotic Mistake, Khalith Teresa Rumpus, Walkon Monopoly, Turkane Tarka, Ravelo Young Parisian, and Walkon Scrabble at Yosimar. First, Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Second, Chaotic Mistake. Third, Greenhowley Genevieve. Reserve Santonoaks Brandy Snap. And VHC Walkon Monopoly. Walkon Monopoly, Santonoaks Brandy Snap, Greenhowley Genevieve, Chaotic Mistake. Once again, first puppy bitch is Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Class 95, junior bitch, 9 entered plus 1 not in catalogue. We've seen Santonoaks Moody Blue, Seltap Stella Love, Langdorf Saturn and Lacer Hilroy, Bertello's Put In New Order, Rupik Bellarose at Lochlow, Surprise Surprise of Roylock, Santonoak Kiwi Magic at Manic, Snarestone Frensham, Walkon Pleasantly Pickled, and Moonlight Diamond. First one to be seen in class 95 is 606 Santonoaks Moody Blue, owned by and bred by Mr. and Mrs. Vince and Annabelle Zammit, sired by Champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, out of Santonoaks Game Bird. Born 5th of the 2nd, 89. Santonoaks Moody Blue.
I've got my line.
Santonoaks Moody Blue. $4.87 Seltap Stella Love, owned and bred by Mrs. B. Booth, signed by Seltap My Guy, out of Seltap Swim On Girl. Born 16th of the 5th, 89. Seltap Stella Love. Seltap Stella Love.
He said he was going to go and run the we might not. We're just giving money.
He's got to be careful here. If you're making
Seltap Stella Love.
10
567. Langdorf Satin and Lace of Hilroy. Owned by Mrs. Margaret Sandilands, bred by Lane. Side by Langdorf Firebolt, out of Langdorf Poetry in Motion. Born 8th of the 4th, 89. Langdorf Satin and Lace of Hilroy.
So if I give them their money, would you be able to take...
Langdorf Satin and Lace of Hilroy. 507. Bertello's Put in New Order, owned and bred by Mrs. D. Costello, side by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy, out of Bloomfield's A Little Tinker of Bertellos.
17.
Born 19th of the 3rd, 89. Bertellos Put in New Order. Bertellos Put in New Order. 569. Rupik Bella Rosa at Loco. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. Slack, bred by Sheila Bone. Side by champion Rupik Bellringer of Seafell, out of Rupik Daisy Bell. Born 29th of the 11th, 88. Rupik Bella Rosa at Loco. Rupik Bella Rosa at Loco. 595. Surprise, Surprise of Roylark. Owned by Mr. A. Watson, bred by Hickford. Side by Roylark Bosun's Mate, out of Princess Endor. Born 23rd of 3rd, 89. Surprise, Surprise of Roylark. 506. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Owned by Mrs. Julie Cook, bred by Vince and Annabelle Zammit. Side by champion Tygarth Blue Kiwi, out of Santonoaks Game Bird. Born 5th of the 2nd, 89. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. 'Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. .514 Snarestone Frensham, owned and bred by Miss Liz Davis, side by Igor Van Jenick of Wildaxe, out of Snarestone New Penny. Born 21st of the 3rd, 89. Snarestone Frensham. Snarestone Frensham. 'Walkon Pleasantly Pickled. Owned and bred by Mrs. Yvonne Miller, side by champion Jenroy put by Cork to Walkon, out of champion Slightly Sloshed of Sunhawk at Walkon. Walkon Pleasantly Pickled. This one's not in the catalogue. Walkon Pleasantly Pickled. .531 Moonlight Diamond. Owned and bred by Mrs. S. Harrison and shown by Sue Oddy. Side by Magnum Silver Bullet, out of Brylight Black Onyx. Born 1st of the 3rd, 89. First, Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Second, Walkon Pleasantly Pickled. Third, Santonoaks Moody Blue. Reserve Surprise Surprise of Roylock. VHC Langdorf Satin and Lace of Hilroy. Surprise Surprise of Roylock. Santonoaks Moody Blue. Walkon Pleasant Pickle, once again first junior bitch, Santa 6, and novice bitch, 8 entered, 3 previously seen, and 1 not in the catalogue.
What about your pocket?
Oh, you got it. Once again, class 96 novice bitch, and the first one to be seen is 495, Duchess Millie Vanilla. Owned by Mrs. G. Bull, bred by Henderson, side by champion Camsail Firefox, out of Camsail Summer Lark, born 10th of the 2nd, 89. Duchess Millie Vanilla. Duchess Millie Vanilla. .557 Glenfall Escapade at Porth, owned by Mrs. Chris Morris, bred by Pam Broughton, side by international champion Tabor v. Vockerben at Linpine, out of Anya v. Domandal at Glenfall, born 15th of the 10th, 88. Glenfall Escapade at Porth. Glenfall Escapade at Porth.
Hello. How are you, Leslie? I'm fine, thank you.
Attention, Mr.
501 Susan Carr An Illusion, owned and bred by Mr. S and Mrs. S. Carter, side by Bonaire v. Vilganger of Marbleton, out of champion Susan Carr, Lucy Lastic, born 14th of the 12th, 88.
Yeah.
Susan Carr An Illusion.
She looks very nice.
Susan Carr An Illusion.
I don't know whether it's
Susan Carr An Illusion.
trying to get his Bible dog. I gave the ticket to Darlington and Paul Russell. It's the little red dog.
Yeah. 574 Hannah Goodhart, owned by Mr. A.R. Stewart, bred by Ratta. Side by Kyle Eakin, Big Daddy of Seafar, out of Melvix, Pippa of Seafar, born 16th of the 4th, 88. Hannah Goodhart. There are previously 3 previously in this class. There are Kitwi, Lucky Bluebell, Ballstones, Amber Nectar, and Ravelo, a young Parisian. And this one once again is Hannah Goodhart. Hannah Goodhart. 584 Jenroy Watercorker, owned and bred by Mrs. Jenny Townsend, side by champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon, out of champion Jenroy A Lot Less Bother, born 18th of the 4th, 89.
Girl that bred him, bred that whisper to the dawn.
Jenroy Watercorker.
She's how long to the library
Jenroy Watercorker.
Never get shown. Well, the dog's going to be wasted on the Isle of Wight. He's down there, he'll never get.
Jenroy Watercorker. Not in the catalogue, Cherrygate Blossom Time, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. T. Peak, side by international champion Tabor v. Vockerben at Linpine, out of Linpine at Tosca. Cherrygate Blossom Time. Cherrygate Blossom Time.
Very.
First, Cherrygate Blossom Time. Second, Kitwi Lucky Bluebell. Third, Susan Carr An Illusion. Reserve, Jenroy Watercorker. VHC Ravelo Young Parisian. Jenroy Watercorker. Susan Carr An Illusion. Kitwi Lucky Bluebell. And Cherrygate Blossom Time. Class 97, Postgraduate Bitch. Right, postgraduate bitch class 97. The first one to be seen is 537, Chaotic, made in Devon. Owned by Mrs. J. Hepworth and bred by her also, shown by Lynette Davey, side by Kiwi Lucky Guy, out of Kiwi Snowbird of Chaotic. Born 1st of the 5th, 86. Chaotic, made in Devon. Chaotic, made in Devon.
Leave it.
549. Bits are half a sixpence. Owned by Mr. KL and Mrs. E.A. Ledger, bred by Pat and Andrew Varney. Side by Champion Fairdawn Pheasant Plucker, out of Hot Hooch of Tygarth. Born 8th of the 9th, 86. Bits are half a sixpence. Bits are half a sixpence. 526, Sue Mike Pick of Pack, owned and bred by Mrs. M.S. Hall, side by Champion Garnet Gillert of Stainmere, out of Sue Mike Eye Flasher. Born 6th of the 7th, 88. Sue Mike Pick of Pack. Sue Mike Pick of Pack. Sue Mike Pick of Pack. 509, Summer Star, owned by Mrs. E. Costello, bred by Stevenson. Side by Bohan Brass Band, out of Sicilian Starship. Born 9th of the 6th, 88. Summer Star. Summer Star. 591. Winnerwork, Heaven Forbid, owned by War Davis, Brown and Hutchings, bred by War Davis and Vanessa Rogers, side by Champion Tygarth, Glen Moranti of Jenroy, out of Winnerwork, Heavens Above, born 25th of the 8th, 88. Winnerwork, Heaven Forbid. Winnerwork, Heaven Forbid. Winnerwork, Heaven Forbid. 565, Bartland's Express Delivery, owned and bred by K&S Pool Bartlett, side by Champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Tally's Star Time Express. Born 26th of the 9th, 88. Bartland's Express Delivery. Bartland's Express Delivery. 562, Belmont Boadicea at Leywind, owned by Mr. W. Patterson, bred by Glynis Ellison, side by Champion Glenfall the Gladiator, out of Jenroy Lackadaisical, born 1st of the 5th, 87. Belmont Boadicea at Leywind. 562, 562. Belmont Boadicea at Leywind. 532, Gerrioff Heather's Pride of Glasswind, owned by Mrs. H.J. Harvey, bred by Gerry and Taylor, side by Gerrioff Boxer Tricks, out of Aurorian Lucky Trip, born 11th of the 7th, 88. Gerrioff Heather's Pride of Glasswind. Gerrioff Heather's Pride of Glasswind. 533,
469, Midnight Secret. Owned by Mrs. R. Allmark, bred and shown by Mrs. Pam Allen. Side by Tygarth, the Wiz of Trinarca, out of the Rose of Trinarca. Born 26th of the 5th, 88. Midnight Secret. Midnight Secret. $555. Walkon, smart but casual. Owned by Mrs. Elmore, bred by Yvonne Miller. Side by champion Jenroy, put my Cork at Walkon. Out of Walkon, what a smasher. Born 26th of the 11th, 87. Walkon, smart but casual. Walkon, smart but casual.
Mike Robbins, the office now.
519, Abbey Thorne, moonlighting at Carmondine. Owned by Mrs. P. Duffy and Miss C. Farr.
Attention please,
Bred
attention
and
please.
shown by Rita Tucker.
Can we have
Side
all
by
best of
champion
breed winners?
investigator of Abbey Thorne.
All
Out of
best of breed winners
Surfstone's
in the
Lovers Tiff
Would you
at
go
Abbey
to the
Thorne.
main ring now, please?
Born 23rd of the
Best of breed
2nd,
winners in the world.
88.
To the main ring now, please.
Abbey Thorne moonlighting at Carmondine.
Mr. Andrew Thompson. Mr. Andrew Thompson, would you please go to the main ring?
484, New Lathe Marietta. Owned and bred by Mrs. Chris Beardsall. Side by Linpine Cannon, out of Holly of Linpine. Born 12th of the 2nd, 88. New Lathe Marietta. New Lathe Marietta.
Can we have all best of breed winners, please, to the main ring? All best of breed.
564, Trinarca's A Funny Girl. Owned by Mr. J and Mrs. M. Patton. Bred by Stan Thompson. Side by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy. Out of Tygarth Flower Power. Born 2nd of the 1st, 88. Trinarca's A Funny Girl. Trinarca's A Funny Girl. 582. Dizzy Lizzie of Santonoaks at Brewley's. Owned by Mr. D. Thorpe, bred by McCormick. Side by Santonoaks Robbie Redcoat, out of Ragapapa, Tamas. Born 12th of the 5th, 88. Dizzy Lizzie of Santonoaks at Brewley's. Dizzy Lizzie of Santonoaks at Brewley's. 589. Nancy's Fancy of Zanzar. Owned by Mrs. Z. Vautry, bred by Smith. Side by Trendy Ted of Tarpen, out of Stirling Hill Rio Starburst. Born 22nd of the 3rd, 88. Nancy's Fancy of Zanzar. Nancy's Fancy of Zanzar. 575. Katie Croft Genevieve, owned and bred by Mrs. Katie Stimson. Side by champion Tygarth Famous Grouse, out of Katie Croft Samantha. Born 23rd of the 1st, 88. Katie Croft Genevieve. Katie Croft Genevieve. 463. Hunterson Pastal, owned and bred by Mr. and Mrs. A. Airley. Side by Witherford Toffee Sherbet, out of Sorceress of Seafar. Born 27th of the 10th, 87. Hunterson Pastal. Hunterson Pastal.
471, Aye of Tarpen. Owned by Mrs. J.E. Alton, bred by Patrick. Sired by Tarpen Mayai out of Sheba Jan. Born 20th of the 4th, 88. Aye of Tarpen. Aye of Tarpen. 580, Stupid Cupid at Trinarca, owned by Mr. Stan Thompson, bred by Pam Allen. Sired by Tygarth the Wiz of Trinarca, out of the Rose of Trinarca. Born 26th of the 5th, 88. Stupid Cupid at Trinarca. Stupid Cupid at Trinarca. 572, Zilnor Dark Rhapsody, owned and bred by Mr. R.W. and Mrs. E. Smith, sired by Mindenwood Dirty Harry out of Zilnor Ricochet Romance. Born 9th of the 5th, 87.
Bench number
Zilnor Dark Rhapsody.
St. Bernard, bench number 1698. Would the owners please return to the bench? The dog is distressed.
Zilnor Dark Rhapsody.
That's St. Bernard number 1698. Thank you.
571, Zilnor Flojo. Owned and bred by Mr. R.W. and Mrs. E. Smith, sired by Champion Hay, good looking at Marbleton, out of Marbleton, overdressed at Zilnor. Born 17th of the 8th, 88. Zilnor Flojo.
Now steady. Steady. This way.
Zilnor Flojo.
Wait. Thank you.
Not in the catalogue, Springbeck Sapphire of Cherrygate. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. Peake, bred by Sutton. Sired by Springbeck Southpaw, out of Springbeck Silhouette. Born 18th of the 5th, 88. Springbeck Sapphire of Cherrygate. Springbeck Sapphire of Cherrygate. First, New Lathe Marietta. Nancy's Fancy Zanzar. Sue Mike Pick a Pack. Bartland's Express Delivery. Stupid Cupid of Trinarca. First, New Lathe Marietta. Second, Sue Mike Pick of Pack. Third, Bartland's Express Delivery. Reserve Nancy's Fancy of Zanzar. And VHC Stupid Cupid of Trinarca. Nancy's Fancy Zanzar, Bartland's Express Delivery, Sue Mike Pick a Pack. Once again, first postgraduate bitch was New Lathe Marietta. We're on class 98, Limit Bitch. We've seen Bucksteps Honeymoon, Ariska Scandalmonger, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of Gwyn Howley, Tipsy Gypsy of Marbleton, Manic Wonted, Grandways Raffinella, Snow Dancer, Camsail Orange Fizz, Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh, Sunhawk Norwatch Gamble, and Comedy of Errors from Skelder. Previously seen our Summer Star, Chaotic Maiden Devon, Bartland's Express Delivery, Zilnor Flojo, and Zilnor Dark Rhapsody. The first one to be seen in class 98 Limit Bitch, where there are 17 entered, 2 absent and 5 previously seen, is 602 Bucksteps Honeymoon. Owned and bred by Mrs. J. Whittaker. Sired by Champion Rycroft, the jazz singer, out of Bucksteps the Bridesmaid, born 12th the 7th, 88. Bucksteps Honeymoon. Bucksteps Honeymoon. 481 Eriska Scandalmonger, owned and bred by Messrs Basnet and Rackham, side by champion Norwich Sunhawk Raffles out of Eriska School for Scandal, born 22nd of the 2nd, 88. Eriska Scandalmonger. 544 Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of Gwynhowley, owned by Mr Lee and Mrs Gwyneth Jones, bred by Marsham, side by Lord of Misrule out of Sadie Dream Dancer, born 14th of the 12th, 86. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of Gwynhowley.
Can you keep your eye off Mrs. Back till
Yes, well done.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of Gwynhowley. 533 Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton, owned by Miss V. Hayhurst, bred by Dougal, side by Marbleton Drunken Duncan out of Smash Hit at Marbleton, born 8th of the 9th, 87. Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton. Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton. 505 Manic Wounded, owned and bred by Mrs. Judy Cook, side by Glenfall Golden Blend out of Fair Dawn Just Good Friends, born 4th of the 11th, 87. Manic Wounded. Manic Wounded. 522 Grandways Raffinella, owned and bred by Mrs. Carol Green, side by champion Fair Dawn Pheasant Plucker out of Grandways Manhattan Mist, born 16th of the 5th, 88. Grandways Raffinella. Grandways Raffinella. 498 Snow Dancer of Valdemosa, owned by Mrs. V. Capes, bred by Walker, side by Linpine Tyson out of Linpine Charmaine, born 6th of the 11th, 87. Snow Dancer of Valdemosa. Snow Dancer of Valdemosa. 489 Campsale Orange Fizz, owned and bred by Mrs. Leslie Boyle, side by Campsale Tiger Rag out of Sheer Lines Foxy Fashion at Campsale, born 9th of the 8th, 88. Campsale Orange Fizz. Campsale Orange Fizz. 551 Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh, owned by Stuart Lockwood Brown and Tony Curtin, bred by Sue Harvey, side by champion Norwich Sunhawk Raffles out of Fair Dawn Birds and Bees, born 28th of the 10th, 87. Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh. Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh. 599 Sunhawk Norwich Gamble, owned by Mr. Paul and Mrs. Val White, bred by Helen Neddy Banks,
side by champion Norwatch Brockbuster, out of Tygarth Highland Mist of Sunhawk, born 12th of the 6th, 85. Sunhawk Norwatch Gamble. Sunhawk Norwatch Gamble. Sunhawk Norwatch Gamble. $545. Comedy of Errors from Skelder. Transfer applied for. Owned by Mrs. Claire Kay. Bred by Gray and Doop. Side by champion Stainmere Night Rider or Cherrygate Gatsby of Greylag. Out of Skelder Red Alert. Born 19th of the 7th, 88. Comedy of Errors from Skelder. Comedy of Errors from Skelder.
Speaking too kind.
Footsteps Honeymoon, Eriska Scandalmonger, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang of Gwyn Howley, Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton, Manic Won't It, Grandways Raffinella, Snow Dancer of Valdemosa, Camsail Orange Fizz, Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh, Sunhawk Norwatch Gamble, and Comedy of Errors from Skelder. And previously seen are Summer Star, Chaotic Maiden Devon, Bartland's Express Delivery, Zilnor Flojo, and Zilnor Dark Rhapsody. Not in that necessarily in that order. First, Comedy of Errors from Skelder. Second, Bucksteps Honeymoon. Third, Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh. Reserve Bartland's Express Delivery and VHC Eriska Scandalmonger. Bartland's Express Delivery, Fair Dawn with Love to Shiloh from Shiloh, Bucksteps Honeymoon, and once again first limit pitch was Comedy of Errors from Skelder. Class 99 open pitch, 5 entered, 1 not in catalogue, 1 absent. Champion Crackers at Walkon. Not in the catalogue, owned by Mrs. Yvonne Miller and bred by Wood. Sired by champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to Walkon, out of Ginger Lady of Marbleton, born 30th of the 9th, 87. Champion Crackers at Walkon.
You're doing it, are you? I don't remember.
Champion Crackers at Walkon.
I know one. It's next to me after 10 minutes.
482 Eriska School for Scandal. Owned and bred by Messrs. Basnet and Rackham. Side by champion Tygarth Famous Grouse out of Chacahaw's A White Heather. Born 16th of the 3rd, 85. Eriska School for Scandal. Eriska School for Scandal. 550 Shiloh Mercedes, owned and bred by Stuart Lockwood Brown and Tony Curtin, signed by champion Tygarth Glenmorangie of Jenroy, out of Shiloh Private Dancer, born 20th of the 6th, 88. Shiloh Mercedes. Shiloh Mercedes.
I bought a full.
603, Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar, owned by Mrs. Jenny Whittaker, and bred by her also, side by Bucksteps the Boyfriend, out of Penzing Scotch Mist, born 25th of the 7th, 87. Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar. Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar. Champion Crackers at Walkon. Periska School for Scandal. Shiloh Mercedes. Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar. And previously seen Snow Dancer of Valdemosa. Champion Crackers at Walkon first, second Shiloh Mercedes, third Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar, reserve Periska School for Scandal, and VHC Snow Dancer at Valdemosa. Periska School for Scandal, Bucksteps Charlie Girl of Rocktar, Shiloh Mercedes, and once again the first open bitch, Champion Crackers at Walkon. Class 100, special open bitch, all previously seen. We've got Hannah Goodhart, Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton, Langdorf Satin and Lace at Hilroy, Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranut, and Walkon at Smart but Casual. First, Langdorf Satin and Lace at Hilroy, second, Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranut, third, Walkon Smart but Casual, reserve Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton, and VHC Hannah Goodhart. Tipsy Gypsy at Marbleton, Walkon Smart but Casual, Katie Croft Calendar Girl at Taranut. Once again, first special open pitch is Langdorf Satin and Lace at Hilroy. Unbeaten bitches, Khalith Teresa Rumpus, winner of Puppy Bitch. Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic, winner of Junior Bitch. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. The noise you'll keep hearing in the background is somebody trying to attract the German Shepherds we've shown. Cherrygate Blossom Time, winner of Novice Bitch. Cherrygate Blossom Time. New Lathe Marietta, winner of Postgraduate Bitch. New Lathe Marietta. Comedy of Errors from Scalda, winner of Limit Bitch. Comedy of Errors from Scalda. And Champion Crackers at Walkon, winner of Open Bitch. Champion Crackers at Walkon.
Well, let's not be better. I'll make this anything.
Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Cherrygate Blossom Time. New Lathe Marietta. Comedy of Errors from Scalda. And Champion Crackers at Walkon. Champion Crackers at Walkon. Comedy of Errors from Scalda. New Lathe Marietta. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. And Khalith Teresa Rumpus.
I was going to say, I have to take a few points.
Comedy of Errors from Scalda. New Lathe Marietta. Cherrygate Blossom Time. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. And Khalith Teresa Rumpus. Maureen and Wragg having a last look at the lineup. And the bitch CC goes to Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic, winner of Junior Bitch and Bitch CC. Once again, Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic, winner Junior Bitch and Bitch CC. And the reserve CC went to Comedy of Errors from Skelder, winner of Limit Bitch. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic, winner of Bitch CC, and Comedy of Errors from Skelder, winner of Reserve Bitch CC. For best of breed, you have Santonoaks Kiwi Magic of Manic and champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on. Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic, Bitch CC, and champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, Dog CC. Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, and Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. This is for best of breed. Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, and Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic.
Not the one that's coming. The one that you've got on the wrist.
Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, and Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, and Santonoaks Kiwi Magic at Manic. Best of breed goes to champion Jenroy Pop My Cork to walk on, winner of Dog CC and best of breed. Best puppy, Kiwi Lucky Bluebell, winner of Minor Puppy Bitch. Santonoaks City Gent at Brewley's, winner of Puppy Dog. Abel's Adonis at Deltami, winner of Minor Puppy Dog. And Khalith Teresa Rumpus, winner of Puppy Bitch. Kiwi Lucky Bluebell, Santonoaks City Gent at Brewley's, Abel's Adonis at Deltami, and Khalith Teresa Rumpus.
Listen.
This is for best puppy.
And they get away with it.
Best puppy goes to Khalith Teresa Rumpus, winner of Puppy Bitch and best puppy.
Lindsay! Lindsay!